Yes, good morning, my people. Good morning to every one of you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We're back again this morning. How you guys doing? Happy Thursday to every one of you. The weekend is just around the corner now. But although we are still on the trendy situation here, that this ohen of okhoromi, that we all are calling for the government of Edo State to take action on this particular issue of this man called Ohen of Okhoromi. As we all know, nobody is above the law. One person shouldn't be singled out, you know, to do whatever he likes to do. So, my people, we are here this morning to talk about this man again. We stopped yesterday. We started again this morning. All we must join together to fight this fight together. Thank you very much, my good people, Edo people all over the world. Let's do this together. We need justice. We need justice. We cannot continue like this. Ohe of Okhoromi with the name Owoha Igbinovia is not above the law. Owoha Igbinovia is not above the law. My people, our brother Stephen Eramato is going to take us through on this. Make we listen to him as I go to analyze and they go. Salutuna, I can see you right there, Mommy Diaspora. Good morning to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for joining us right now. I appreciate every one of you. Let's listen to what our brother, Mr. Stephen Ramato, is going to tell us. Gift done. I can see you right there as well. Thank you. As you all are joining, please don't forget to hit the like button and share this video so that others can know what we are doing here. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. This is me, your friend, the humanist Steven on the show. Yeah, I'm a little bit wondering. I want to ask some very vital questions. Why is there a total silence over the activities of this ohen of okhoromi community? Why is there a total silence? From the angle of traditional government and the political government. If you check the internet right now, there have been a lot of people crying out. There was a woman who was talking at the tipper garage whose house was seized. She bought a 50 by 100 for 5.5 million from a okhoromi community, and her property was seized. It's on the social media. Another guy came who's also a tipper guy who came and also said there are a lot of people. There are people who also came out behind the scenes sending me the pictures of their property that have been destroyed by the same guy. It is becoming, guys, it is becoming disheartening that a guy of this nature has held the entire Benin city to hostage over his, greed and long-truthfulness in grabbing people's property. My sincere question is this: who recommended that Orokan, Kelvin, for ownership in Okhoromi? Because I know the Oba himself or the traditional institution in Benin only consecrate when one is being recommended from the community. Who recommended such a boy who do not obey the tradition of his people to the position of a chief priest, of a deity who's supposed to be the protector of the community where the deity lies? you guys will understand vividly well why our custom and tradition are no more respected or regarded by both the Benin-speaking Edos and other parts of the city. Because when people who are supposed to have heard the traditional culture of the Benin sacrilege are not the ones destroying the fabric of the ancient tradition of the people because of their quest and greed for wealth, that will show clearly that there is already a misrepresentation of the ohenship in our present day history. You also see why some people are clamoring for the abolishment of some part of the tradition of the people. The reason why such clamor is on the rise by each passing day is as a result of the atrocities that is being committed by these ohens, the okareles, and some of these Ojonweres in our communities in Edo State, particularly in the Benin-speaking part of the state. I began to wonder why a boy of his age, I'm not sure that guy is up to 40 years of age, have turned the entire okhoromi community to a stronghold. I begin to wonder why the government of the day, led by His Excellency Governor Norris Obaseki, and the Reverend Monarch of Benin Kingdom, Oba Ewari the Great, and all the chiefs have not called this very particular boy to order, haven't seen the pain, the tears, the agony he had caused the Benin people who are trying to join the government in developing the state. The traditional responsibility of a chief priest is to look after the deity of that locality. This ohen has no dealings, has no business in doing business, in selling lands. It does not have that traditional rights to actually sell lands for whatsoever reason or purpose. But seeing them do it now becomes a little bit worrisome to some of us who are seeing that our tradition and culture are being, drifted away as a result of the greed of some of these youths. What baffles me most in Edo State today, I'm going to say this very clearly, is that the uneducated, those who could not even finish primary 6, the not well-to-do are actually the ones that are in the corridor of power traditionally. I begin to wonder, what kind of idea are they actually posing to other people about the Benins? All the Okareles are school dropouts. All the Ohens are school dropouts. All the youth parading around, 75 to 80% of them are school dropouts who could not even finish JSS3. They can't write their name, neither can they read. But they are now in the corridor of power, threatening, destroying, maiming, and destroying the act and reputation of the Benin Kingdom. There was an audio I ought to have played between the ohen and one of our brother, but maybe I'm going to play it later in my subsequent video on this very particular case. Now, the audio, when my brother was questioning this ohen of a guy, of okhoromi, all he said was babash, was rubbish. It made no sense. So after listening to that very particular video, that's why I have to request him to come on the show so that I can personally cross-examine him on some of the statements he made or he related to that brother, why the guy called him. But as you all know, he's going to decline such an invitation because he knows he had nothing to actually tell the Edo people. Okay? In that audio, I'm going to play it later in the day. He said that let me see, guys. Just 1 minute. Let me put on the other of my. Let me see if I can be able to play this now. In that video, he was saying that the woman bought the land from Ebiri, and that there are so many people who did not even buy land. They just came and said they bought land from Ebiri and all those many things. Guys, just a minute, please. Let me. And that does not actually sound well to people like me, who is a little bit more when I say experienced. And I'm going to say this here, guys. If you buy a land when the communities are one, for example, there was a time when the Amaba community and Ubo community were actually dragged from boundary. That was even boundary. This one, Ebiri and Okhoromi, was one community. Now, the Ebiri people were selling lands, just like what happened to Ebo and Ogomoyi. So, if lands were bought while the community was one, and after they went to court and they won or whatever they did, by law, those guys who bought the land while the community was under the same has a legal right over those properties. Even the Oba had made such a proclamation before in one of the cases between Ubo and Amaba, between Obage and Obanyato and Okoroma. So people that have already bought lands before there was this split of boundary, their land should be left for them to develop. That is the standard law all over the world. Just like you are cutting off a country, now everybody saying Nigeria must break. This is one reason why some of us, people like me, are not supporting the breakup. Or it's not even leaving my territory, Benin, to go and develop other people's part of the country. Some of these things are the reason why I don't drum support for you going out of your state to build a house somewhere else. Because of things of this nature. You can imagine, he was telling that friend of mine that, yes, the woman did not buy land from there. The woman bought from okhoromi. From Ebiri. So therefore, when the court gave them, control over the lands, so they now are not saying these people did not buy from us. There's also another boy who came and said he bought from Ebiri. When Okhoromi got that part of the community, of the land, they demolished his house and sold the land to someone else. This is a land that already had a document from the community leaders. That shows clearly that there is no law in Edo State as of today. If that young boy that this picture is trending on the social media today has so much power, he even said the government can't do him anything. A woman that was crying today, talking to Niger Watch channel, said when the husband came with policemen, that this boy locked the policeman in his compound. Locked the policeman in his compound. I think the government should start questioning people about their source of wealth. If you are an Okarele, you are an Ohen, you are an Odionwere, how do you make so much money to become super rich without no other means of livelihood? Government cannot continue developing new areas while people like this boy is selling people's property to enrich himself and become a lord in the community. And I believe quite right that this boy has a mother. I want to speak to you, Mama Ohen of Okhoromi. If what your son is doing to other people's soul is being done to you, how will you feel? Most of our parents are also contributing to the nuisances of their children because of the wealth that is attached to the atrocities being committed by their words. If what your son did to that teacher who had been in service for 20-something to 30-something years, the only thing that she had been able to get is being taken away from her by your son. If you were in that woman's shoe, how will you feel? And this same very particular boy, Obokan, Kelvin, who is the ohen of Okhoromi, how will you also feel if this woman you are trying to deprive of a hard-earned home, already at the roofing level, to be your mother, and someone else is oppressing your mom in this manner? How will you feel? I want to let the government of Edo State and the traditional institution to be aware of this. It will get to a point. There's going to be an end. Not going to be an end SARS right now. It's going to be an end. There's going to be some tradition that the people of Edo will say we want to put an end to. And that might become a little bit dangerous for the government and the institution of Edo State. That's why I'm calling on all the traditional rulers in the state, from the south to the central to the north of Edo State, to, as a matter of urgency, wake up to their responsibility and begin to make decrees and laws that will prohibit the continuous harassment, land grabbing of the people. We can't continue living in fear, in pains, as a result of the character of some of these boys. We can't keep silent anymore. These guys have taken over 100 lands from people, over 100, and resold. Like I said yesterday, I want to say it again. If you know you are a victim of this ohen or any other ohen at all, let's put a petition together and take these guys to court. If you have legal documents, whether a paper from the community, a paper from the Odionwere, that land was actually sold to you by that community, let us meet in the court of law. Land grabbing is a crime in the PPP Act that Obaseki just signed into law. It is punishable up to 10 years imprisonment. Sometimes their property can also be seized by the government. It is high time we stop, pampering evil in our community, in our societies. Edo State is not a banana republic state. We are law-abiding people. We will not allow few miscreants in our midst to continually make us to become the laughing stock of every other state. We are not the only developing state in Nigeria. Why is Edo State always on the news for the wrong reasons? This young boy is a criminal and is displaying the characteristics of a criminal. And the government should treat him as such. The palace should send that boy away as being the chief priest, so he will not have to pretend to the ancient tradition of Benin. He said there are some chiefs and elders in the palace that are supporting him. We don't know who they are. But very soon we are going to expose some of those people if we know them. Because we know His Royal Highness Oba Ewari II, Okedikan the Great, is not, as a matter of fact, supporting any form of evil. He has proven it during the human trafficking. He has proven it during the abolition of CDS, and now he has also proven it during his support for Obaseki when the activities of Okagele were actually bound in Edo State, in Benin City. So if he had done that, that shows he's not in support of some of these, atrocities that are being committed by these people. But there are some high-ranking chiefs, according to sources that we are hearing, who are supporting the evil of this ohen because of the kickbacks that they get. We are calling on the disciplinary, committee in the palace to, as a matter of fact, look into the activities of some of these chiefs who has become a problem to the Edo people, to make sure that they are being orchestrated from the palace. They are being derobed as a chief and being sent to jail for undermining and destroying the hard-earned ancient reputation of the Great Benin. I think this will serve as a deterrent to many, many chiefs who sells judgment to the highest bidders. We have heard of stories upon stories of, cases being brought before some of these chiefs, unknown to the Royal Majesty, and they will sell it to the one that gives them the highest bidder. This is what is giving these Okageles and some of these ohens great power to commit the havoc they are committing. It is a chief that actually appointed that boy, that nominated that boy for the ohenship, which the Oba had to consecrate based on the recommendations that was given to the Oba of Benin. The people who actually nominated this boy are actually the problem because they are benefiting from the ill-gotten wealth of this young boy. So we cannot just continue keeping quiet and allowing people like this to mess us all up. Let the government act immediately before another outbreak of a protest will spring up. The Benin people, the developers are losing it. I spoke to some tipper drivers. They expressed their displeasure over the activities of this same particular boy. I spoke to some other people who live abroad also. They are scared of coming home. I spoke with a lady yesterday for over 4 hours. They are scared. These are people that can actually come home and develop our state. They have the well-being, they have the financial capability, but the activities of some of these people is carrying them to their bones. And the silence that is heard all over the state over the activities of this ohen is becoming very worrisome to people like us. There are many insinuations coming from different quarters right now. Oh, because he supported Governor Norosa Obaseki, that's why Obaseki has not arrested him. I don't think that's the truth, guys. Obaseki is very careful when it comes to tradition. He's very, very careful. We all know the issue of the artifact. And we all know the Obaseki family's name as far as the Benin Kingdom is concerned from 1897. So the young man is doing everything not to step, into the traditional ring, so he will not be roped up again into a mess that will destroy his hard-earned, reputation. That is why he's taking so much time in acting on issues that have to do with tradition and culture of the people. I've also been from the royal household and also a son of the soil. He understood some of these things might boomerang against him if he had to act just the way he acted on the issue of the principal and the housemaster of Edo College. We all know during the time of the PPP Act 2020 that was signed into law by Obaseki, many of the Beninese on social media, particularly living in Europe, were against Obaseki for coming up with such a law. Some of them even call it a Dracula law. That Obaseki should give them a job. So you will not imagine if Obaseki now pick up an ohen, who is a symbol of tradition, and throw him into jail without us not protesting for that boy to be arrested. They will say Obaseki is after the tradition of the city. So it is becoming very clear and simple. It is becoming very clear and simple that the Benin people, particularly the developers, who have been, deprived of your hard-earned property, should come together right now and let's put a stop to this mess. Let's do a protest to the palace of the Oba of Benin. Let's do a protest to the government house. Let's do a protest to the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Benin. Let's tell them we are tired of the way and manner we are being treated by this group of political miscreants who find themselves in the corridor of traditional powers. Let's try to define their job and the characteristics of what they ought to do as a people. We can't continue keeping quiet anymore. If you keep quiet because you've not bought lands now, you supporting this evil because you are benefiting from it right now. Tomorrow might not be your turn again. You can't ban CDAs from operating, and the ones who are supposed to be traditionally instituted are not even worse than the CDAs. CDAs were not destroying people's land during their time. I speak to them because I build houses. I have property in Benin. I'm scared that one day people like this boy will just wake up and lay claim to my property. I'm a farmer. I have lands in Benin and I use it in farming. One day a boy will just wake up and sell my lands and my crops in there. All because it's an ohe, or an okagele, or an ojonwere, or whatever. If If some of you have not gotten, properties right now, that would not mean you will keep quiet and allow evil to persist. Because one day, the door can be opened for you, and something like this can happen. Who is going to stand for you? Who's going to stand behind you? Who's going to defend you? Let's say enough is enough. Come on the night of August. Let us all gather. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in Benin City, let's gather and do a peaceful protest against the continuous harassment, intimidation of developers in Edo State. It's making Edo to be underdeveloped. The only job that we have in Edo today is house building. It's actually giving a lot of people source of livelihood. This way action makes the entire tipper garage not to work in the whole of Sapele Road for close to a month. We're now buying sand ×2. You go to tipper garage, buy a chip of sand, you say you're taking it to another side, they will go and drop it somewhere, then you now use Dyna from there to pack the sand to your side. So you are paying nearly double of the cost. All because of this same boy. We have suffered so much for the sake of this boy. Why is there silence? This silence is no more golden, guys. The government needs to speak up. The traditional institution needs to speak up. This boy is becoming a nuisance. That is why that protest to the palace and to the government house has become very eminent. People are going to say, why am I calling, on the Asian stool of Benin on this? Because this boy is not under the control of the government. He is a priest, a chief priest of a deity, which is under the custodian of the Oba of Benin. So therefore, to be a wrong move for the governor to pick up Ohen, Kelvin, because of the traditional, responsibility bestowed upon him by tradition. That is why his revered monarch should have to come in and derobe that boy, and it should be handed over to the government for proper persecution. Just like he came out in support of the PPP Act 2021 on the roles of the Okareles in each community, the government should also, as a matter of fact, take up that of ohen and also put the ohen as part of the, on the PPP Act, that they do not have the right, because ohen is go and serve idol, be in the bush and worship the deity, commune with the gods of the land, and bring report or bring messages to the palace or to the Ojomori if need be. That is that's where the responsibility of an ohen ends. It begins and ends in his shrine. Nothing more, nothing less. If you know, I repeat again, you are a victim of this boy's bastard heart, please get across to us. We are piling up, evidences against him that we are going to use to charge this boy to court and make him to pay dearly for all the atrocity he has committed on the people. I heard he's going to do a press conference today. We are waiting on his press conference and what he's going to say. And by the grace of God, if you watch the press conference, please do not fail to share it with me, so I can do a proper analysis of every statement that he made during that press statement. We are tired of being intimidated with death. The one said, I am afraid. Said, if I even go here, I go beg them, and they fear make them not kill me. So even these people even knows that this man is a killer. And how can a killer, a man that has blood in his hands, how can a killer be a chief priest? How will the gods not speak? How will the gods speak to him when his hands aren't clean? See, the reason why the treasury institution should derobe him. Anyone who want to be in the position of an ohen or any kind of priesthood, whether in the Christendom or church, must be a man with a clean hands. But the moment your hands are not clean, there's something is wrong. This guy's hand isn't clean, guys. He has committed so very many atrocities, all in a quest to be famous and wealthy. There's no land anymore in okhoromi. So all he can do now is to take people's property, convert it to his own. This is why I even said this boy converted a duplex to 2-bedroom. The videos on the internet, I'm not making it up. He converted a duplex to 2-bedroom. Nosa, the Tipa Garachema, also came up with a visual presentation of the atrocity of this boy. And the entire kingdom is keeping quiet. What is happening? We must continually to speak truth to the corridor of power, no matter who is affected. I am not afraid to die. If I die for the truth, it's the best death anyone can die. We can't keep quiet and become slaves in our own land, all because we are scared of dying. None of these people get to it anyways. We say no to land grabbing. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be up again later in the day as I play that audio when I'm ready to actually tell you what this guy had done and the atrocities he had committed. Bless you guys. Have a very beautiful morning. See you later in the day as we continue to address this very trending issue in Benin. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, my people. Yes, as our brother talk there, Mr. Stephen Ramato, we are going to continue to talk over this issue until the government do something about it. Yes, we are going to continue to talk about this. We cannot stay silent on this no more. The oppression that is going on in those states is too much for us all to handle. You know, we have someone who's going to contribute to this right now. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
God bless you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. How's everything?
I'm very fine, sir. Thank you very much. Go ahead, talk to us, sir.
Yes. I'm very happy when I listen to this, my brother. Because anytime this, my brother speak, I'm always happy. Yeah. You see, when I was talking yesterday, when I was talking that our father should do something, you were telling me we should face only the governor, not our daddy. You see what this guy explained this morning? I'm very, very happy what he said. Truth is bitter. Truth is bitter, but it's good for you to stand for the truth. Yeah. If anyone want to die, he should die for the truth. You know, it's not this time we should be living as a slave in Edo State again. At least we have traveled. We should be wise now. Those are our father, they have used us for so many years. Now we have to do the right thing. I'm so happy with what this my brother said this morning. Anytime I listen to this guy, I listen to Apostle Alfred, I listen to Newton in Spain. You understand? I'm always happy. Always happy. You understand? I really thank you the way you always bring those people in, the way they total. What this guy taught today, I'm very, very happy. This is the
Thank
truth
you.
of the matter. This guy has finished everything. He
Thank you,
has
sir.
finished everything. Even though the protest they want to do, I want to encourage everybody. If you have a brother or a sister at home, you are in Europe here, please, we have to encourage them to go and support about that protest.
Yes, we
If
have a
the same we
protest.
do, Baseki time, we should send money to them. They should cook and hold food and go for that protest.
Yes.
To our daddy's palace, to the governor's palace, to the mentioned about 3 places they want to go, and they should go. We should support them.
Yes.
It's the very right thing.
The protest, the protest is on the 9th on Monday at 9 a.m. You know, we are taking off from Museum Kings, and going straight to the what was it called, House of Assembly there. From there to the Alba Palace, from there to the government's house. Yes.
Sir,
So
it's very nice. It's very nice. Sir. If we can continue doing those people, we have to silence the whole of them. If they want to run away from the Edo State, they should run away from Edo State. The Edo State should have peace.
No, we will see results soon, sir. Don't worry. We have 7 days of momentum, so we're gonna see results soon.
Thank you very much for everything, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I appreciate you, sir.
God bless you for everything you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you and your family.
And you too, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, though people, now then I'll go end this one because we'll come back again with more information. For some of you that have been commenting on the comment section, all the information you have been passing since we got everything, we have taken what we need to take. And one thing that I want you guys to understand is that we are working, but it's not everything we can reveal on live to you guys. When there's result, we come to let you know the result. But when we are cooking, we don't need to let you know or say it in public what we are doing. Enough is enough. This is the end of the road. Yes, this is the end of the road. Enough is enough. All Edo people all over the world are crying. And the funny part of it is that it's not only the Edos in diaspora that is currently crying. Do you know how many calls we received yesterday from Benin City? From Benin City. Crying. That means there are so many people. There are so many people in that Edo state there that doesn't have a voice. They have been looking for somebody who can speak on their behalf. Like I stated yesterday, my good people of Nigeria, my good people of Edo State, my good people of Nigeria's family. That fear that our forefathers bestowed in us, we cannot afford to also bestow that same fear on our children. That yoke of fear, we must break it now while we are still alive. Anyway, you are still going to die. If you are scared to die, you are going to die. Whether you like it or not, you will die. Death is inevitable. Yes, we all, somehow, someday, we all will die. So if that's the fear you are having, you don't want to die. You don't want to speak not to die. You will still die. We are praying for long life and good health. But one thing we must know, death is inevitable. So that fear our forefathers bestowed and inflicted in us, we must break that yoke now. If not, your children will carry the same fear to the next generation. Your children will also carry the same fear to the next generation. Continue to be going, it's already a continuity, but we must break it now. Now, yes. One person cannot hold the whole Edo people ransom. Hostage, I mean. One person cannot do that. So that fear, and that one we're supposed to think about. Somebody is asking for the number. Let me put the number right there if you want to contribute. I wanted to end this show now. 1 minute. You have the number scrolling right there beneath this video. I guess you can see that right now, right? Okay, let me also put it on the comment section so that you can see it more. You know, the number is also pasted on the comment section right now in case you want to call in. But whoever that is calling in, please be constructive. Be constructive. We don't allow insult here on our channel. You are allowed to air your opinion. Say it how you like, but be constructive, no insults, okay? No disrespect to our monarch or to the governor of the state, right? But you can call in, of course. You know, even the ohen of okhoromi that we are talking about, you cannot insult him on our platform. Even though, yes, everybody alleging him now to be causing a lot of false pains and all that. He's not found guilty yet. You must understand the people who are supposed to find him guilty, everybody's silence. That is what we are talking about. That's why we all are still crying, you know. So say it how it is, but no insult. That's what I'm saying. Please, my people, like I was saying, that fear, we must break that yoke. Yes, good morning, my sister Marapama. You are right. On Saturday, 10 a.m., tell who never hear. Share this video, more other people hear am. On Saturday, 10 a.m., dot, I don't dey here. Every victims where they don't collect your land, they don't demolish your building, they don't do wuru-wuru, collect your money, and you have evidence, come on Saturday, 7th of this August day. So just 2 days from now, 10 a.m., come talk to us. That video is a very important video. If you want to make I talk further about why I want to do that video, I'm not going to tell you, but it's your choice. It's your choice. On Saturday, 10 a.m., we're there. We cannot continue like this. Ohen of okhoromi is not actually acting on his own power. Ohen of okhoromi, Owokan is acting based on the power surrounding him. So now the question is, who are these powers? Who are these people backing up Ohen of okhoromi, Owokan Igbinovia? Who are these people? Obviously, he's a young man. He's not acting based on his own power. Everybody get who they back all of us up. For me, I get some things where I feel do now. I feel get people for my back where they back me up. But the most important thing be say, make person not back you up, may go they cause other people pains. And that one I would day against. Once we start to the hear names of who they back this man up, we go surprise you. They are already pushing everybody there. When the silence continues like this, we go talk. Yes. When the silence continues the way it is, then we are left with no option than to talk. We are not just going to talk, we are going to talk with a lot of evidential contents to back it up. We cannot continue like this anymore. That's why I said that fear, where they watch me so they fear. You must break it now. Some people where they fear the same fear where they fear now, since they born them into that Benin or those states, I bet you many of them don't die today. Some of them not old before they die. They don't die for different reasons. Not be even the fear, whether they fear for, now it kill them. Now different thing kill them. And if there is another opportunity to wake them up, give them another life, I say the fear will be the fear before. You still fear, you still say they'll tell you say no. Because the fear, whether they fear before, not be evil can't kill them. Now another thing can't kill them. So you way they look me, so you they fear to talk the truth. You not go stay this life forever. Meanwhile, they talk to you, so I'm not going to stay this life forever. But the legacy we all are going to leave behind matters, though. Yeah. Let people look back like that and say, that guy, the guy tell us the truth. That woman tell us the truth. Than the money where you want to eat. All you think about is your stomach. We have a caller. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello, Naija. Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Please. Thank you. God bless you.
Please, what's your name? Where are you calling us from, madam?
My name is Sally. I'm calling from England.
Okay, go ahead, madam. Talk to us.
Yeah, please. God bless you for the work that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
May your life be long and prosper. A lot of us who live abroad, we've been waiting for this kind of things, but by His grace, it popped up. So we bless God for bringing Obaseki. And for my own experience, it's been 10 years. My own building that I built up to window level was demolished. I have my document. Even the man who sold to me is standing his ground that he owns the land. He sold to me and I bought. You know, I paid everything. I'm not owing even development fees. I paid almost 500,000 for just development fees. So please, I pray the Lord to give you people more strength so that we'll see the end of all these troubles that is troubling, especially those in diaspora. We work hard for our money.
Yes.
Imagine since 2010, I cannot build, and when they do all those wayo things, they will now go to the court. Like me, I had to sue them. They had to sue me, so we are in the court. You know.
And but, even though you are in the court, you are still spending more money, right?
Yes, I'm spending more money. They sued me. They said because they sued me, they didn't inform me. They went to the court. They said the court asked them to break the house. The house that I built is 50 by 200, 3-bedroom and 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2 and 1 bedroom on to window level. It was demolished. I have the picture. I have the video. Since I bought, I have pictures. I have evidence. I even have the evidence of the person who said he sent his boys to go and break my house. They know it's not theirs. So please, I would love to be part of this, and I want to get my landed property back.
Okay, madam, please call us, join us on Saturday, 10 a.m. to tell us your story with all the evidence you have. Because when you are talking, one thing I want you guys to know, that Saturday, more important people more than me will be listening to you and they're going to watch that video. So please, anything you say which is going to be like, okay, you are trying to say it to deceive people, it might affect your claim. Okay, so join us on that Saturday, 10 a.m. Just 2 days from now. Okay,
but can I send you some evidence on this Naija Watch and private family thing?
Of course.
Okay. Yes, I'll send you some videos and pictures.
All right. Thank you, madam. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, my people, on Saturday, make una join us for here. We go there together. Make we talk. Tell us your deal, how it happened, how much you pay, how they carry you go court, how much you still they pay since we don't enter court. Tell us everything you need to let us know. On Saturday, we want to hear you. Now 10. And after we don't do that one, on Monday 9 a.m., there's a protest in the whole Benin. Except there's no law in that state. Except there's no law in that state. Because what we are hearing, we will begin to talk. Well, not worry. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello. Good morning, madam. Please turn down your system. Turn down your system, madam.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. I beg.
What, sir? What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Okay, sorry, my name is Edus. I'm calling from Pamplona, Spain.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I beg you get one land when I get for what do they call this village? After Ikobahi for Agua Park, Inyai.
Okay.
So this land, I said buy one land for 1988. Now I bought that land. The members of the family go sell one part of the land. So the family, when the man done that, the family can go call give me for another place. They go sell that for one ex-policeman about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I get the paper, I get everything for us.
Okay, sir.
So
this your story. So now this kind of stories we they look for now. On Saturday by 10 a.m. we go there here on this line. Everybody,
okay.
all victims where one or two persons don't use by force collect your land, and you know that your claim is legitimate. Make you call into our show. Yes, on Saturday 10 a.m. call into our show. Make you talk to us. That video they go far. Now make we say me you call that day.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, God bless you. Yeah.
Right. My dope people, like I stated before, nobody is above the law. Nobody. We have another caller here. They're not letting me talk. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Good morning, the boss.
Thank you, sir. Turn down your system, I beg. Tell us your name and where you call us from.
Yeah. My name is Ambassador Christopher Osagie, and I just want to know if okhoromi is above the law, because that guy is a criminal and he's a terrorist, not only land grabber, he's a terrorist.
He's not above the law.
He's not above the law, and he's a terrorist because he destroyed my uncle's house in that okhoromi. 4 flats, so for me, we have to lead protests in okhoromi. That would be the best way, so that we will let him know, because he's not a god. Oh no, he's a small boy. Now look at this picture. It's a small boy. Forget say as they will give him one small post. Which is the warrior. So thank you so much for bringing this topic, and
thank you.
We are on it.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Yeah. Ohen for okhoromi, people they say na small boy, but of course, yeah, na young man. But the truth of the matter be say, Ohen okhoromi is not acting based on his own power. Now we must get this right. We must get this straight. Ohen for okhoromi, I felt talking before. He get powerful people where they behind them. Listen, people. A lot of blood that is being shed in our states, Edo State or Benin City, whatever. From the beginning, the year names where they behind all this bloodshed. Una go surprise, oh. Una go surprise. Una go surprise. For Edo State to become a normal state, for we to get a proper sanity in Edo State, some kind of toes that need to be stepped on, it will cause war. I'm telling you, people, it will cause war. But if justice not come for this ohen matter, many of us will be pushed. Many of us will be pushed. Enough is enough. Many of us will be pushed. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Where are you calling us from?
Osamide Obasoge. I'm calling from Denmark.
Mr. Osamide Obasoge, all the way from Denmark. Talk to us, sir.
Yeah. My little contribution to it, let me speak broken and vernacular.
I bet you speak the talk.
Yeah, the problem we get for there, sorry to say, is the palace. Because this time around, they are trying to blame Godwin Obaseki. Godwin Obaseki has no hand in this kind of stuffs. Because if you watch the day they did riots, if you watch the way the palace are telling that guy, those crabs, they never look today that they are a threat to Edo State. They never looked at these people are really giving Edo State a bad name. They said the government only amended it. The government did not amend it. The government put a ban to it. If maybe the palace were able to carry the governor along and said, hey, yeah, the governor have put a stop to this thing. Let this thing be banned for that notice. I don't think this kind of thing should be coming up. It's like it is the power that is controlling that state. Even it's not the governor. What is CDA? They have done that kind of thing to me several times. They have done it to so many people. For the past 1 week now, you have been shouting on that television. People have been crying. What did the palace do about it? They did nothing. People have been complaining. People have been crying. This guy have been selling people's land, selling people's house, selling that community. That is where I came from. I came from Ewodia. And from Ewodia, Egbere was a village when I was growing up. We go to Egbere to make farm. This boy was not even born at then. Who is this boy to just come out and start selling people's land and people's property? And the palace refused to put that boy, even if the governor refused to do anything. Has this boy not damaged the palace name enough for the palace to put a stop and take that title from this boy? This time around, I'm begging the whole women, the whole teachers, it is time for them to rise up and talk to Godwin Obaseki. If the palace don't want to listen to the government, let these women come out. Let them cry to the palace and let them beg this boy. And let the palace take this throne from this boy and give it to somebody else. If the palace now refuse, that means there is something going on that we don't know. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay.
Do people, I'm speechless. Yes, I'm really speechless. I'm speechless. The most painful part of all this is that many of Edo people have lost trust and interest in Edo State. We all are already investing somewhere else. We have lost trust and interest in Edo State. Even though Edo become a better place tomorrow again, many of us are not returning back again. That's just the truth. Many of us are not returning back again. We might come to invest there for the sake of it, for profitable gain, but we're not coming back again as a person to stay there. It's not compulsory you have to be living this in a place, exact place where you were born. It's not compulsory. Kai! Wow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Please be audible, sir. We cannot hear you. Speak louder.
Oh, good morning, sir. Nigeria Wash.
Good morning,
God bless
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Where are you calling us from?
Coming from Italy, by your space.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to me.
I'm just watching you. You see, you are speechless. Don't be speechless. But you have said something just now, but don't be tired. See, people are saying something. So let me just make an example to you. You are the owner of the Nigeria Watch. If everything is happening in your branch, the people you employ, you put them in that place. if something is happening and people are complaining, they are complaining about one person, they are complaining about one person, and you didn't see anything, do you know that thing will destroy your name?
Of course.
Okay, that is what is happening in our palace.
I know. I know.
That is what is just happening, sir. You have said one something. Now listen to you say. You said the people that is backing this guy up. If you then say something, the whole Edo state that will be war. Or people are backing this guy up. Very small boy. You have people on their back say, go, we are there for you. We are there for you, nothing will happen. Sir, this guy is not just doing this thing with others. He have people, you already said everything. You already said everything. People are backing this guy up. Understand? How can you appoint person? You appoint person. Go and help me take care of this village. You go and help me take care of this village. Anything that is happening in this village, bring the report back to me. And those people in the village know what the instruction you give to them they are doing. And the people are now crying every time. They cried and they cry and they cry to the palace. And some of those chiefs upsetting the former Imada. I have to say it. The former Imada, the former one, not the vice president one. That guy, they have to investigate that guy. They are the one blocking people for Oba not to hear anything, my brother. And Oba doesn't have problem. Because that guy settled many matters in the palace. With the guy that signed, he always sign what they call it, they sign the signature. We say that Oba is the one that say we sign signature. That guy. Sir, those two people. Our daddy is anything. You know, for example, some of your workers will come and meet you, they say, sir, we are saying so something, we are doing so something, but they are not telling the real truth. You say, okay, go ahead. Go and tell the ITV to put it on this thing. You didn't know they don't write the bad thing on it. You will not know. But you trusted them. That is the trust our daddy have for those people. But you don't know they are spoiling our daddy's name. I have said it last time. Our daddy should have to investigate those guys and many of the chiefs. Many of them here, they are working against our daddy. But they will be pretending. They used it to make parable. They say the rat that chop your leg, it will be blowing you. It will be eating your leg. It will be blowing you, will be eating your leg. We don't know. So when they blow, wow, rat has eaten me. That's what is happening that time. But they pretend in the front of our daddy. They are very
good. The painful part is that, sir, the painful part is that those who supposed to be passing the direct message to our father, they are not passing that message.
Yes, that is what I'm saying now, sir. You are on the right track. They had many things from our daddy. They had many things. Our daddy don't know what is happening. Please, anybody, you should not be insult our palace again. It's just our chief. They are the problem we are having in that palace. It's our chief, sir. Many of them, you hear when daddy say you cannot wear bead and started using for evil. You always said it. Okay, all those this guy that always said land now. It's wearing bead. There are different people there. They are wearing bead. They wear that white and white and bead before. Don't use it for evil. But nowadays, things have changed because of money. Our daddy have to check his cabinet and suspend many of the chiefs. Everything will be where in palace. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, Obaseki, you are saying one thing, it's only one something. Obaseki, one guy has put just now. Obaseki cannot do everything because you say one something. Obaseki is from the royal family. See what happened for the artifact. If you do not for Obaseki to draw those guys to arrest them, they say, hey, it's with the people will still come out. The person that our daddy have put in that place, Obaseki have put the chief, hey, put our daddy, as he do it to those chief and those people he have played, he did it to our daddy. We are the one that will still complain. So before we are doing this, we have to really look at if the palace, our daddy should come out again. All those people should suspect. We have to talk. Make sure this guy, he withdraw the post from that guy and put on that person over that side. All the people that spoil his name, all the whole villages. He have to remove the whole of them. Appoint another faithful people in that place. Our daddy have to do it. That is the truth of the matter, sir. Because when somebody is spoiling your business, somebody want to bring your company down, and you now hear it from many people, what are you going to do? Are you not going to try the manager, try the secretary, they are not doing the right thing, going to employ another person for your company not to die? This is the truth of the matter. Sir, this is the truth of the matter.
I'm here with you, sir.
May God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Because you have said everything before. People are backing this guy. You see the blood they have lost in that Edo state. You said it just now. If they mention name, there will be war in that Edo state. All those blood that is flowing in Edo state. Who are people backing all those small boys? Oh, we should not more break on Baseki. Sir, I'm telling the truth. It's we the Benin people are the one backing those people because they want to spoil Obaseki government. They promise if you go back what the time of election, they say they will make Obaseki government to be miserable. Have you people forgot?
Yes.
Have you people forgot? That is what is happening. We should not blame Obaseki. Obaseki is a godsend. The man is doing something not to offend the palace. He's doing nobody. The guy is not weak. Obaseki is not weak. It's not weak. He have the power. He know what to do, but he's respecting our daddy. But for things to go on, our daddy have to come out first. Obaseki will back our daddy up. This is the truth of the matter. May God bless all Edo people. So let me tell you something. Yeah. Do you know what they are doing? You know, say many of us that in Europe now we are feared to carry our children to Edo State.
Of course.
You don't. Many of them don't even know where we come from. We tell them we are from Edo State because we are afraid.
And sir, let me add to that. Do you even know now that many of Edo people now they even bring their children all the way from diaspora to Nigeria? You know where they reach? They will all reach Lagos, spend 2 weeks for Lagos, and then go back to their destination. Is that how it's supposed to be? Bringing your children all the way from abroad to Nigeria, you cannot even take them to your homeland, Benin City.
May God bless you. What I wanted to say, you don't complete it for me. Do you know when I travel with my children, we were in Lagos.
Yeah.
And I told them, go and bring my dad. My dad is 92 years old now. They now bring my daddy from Isha down to Lagos to come and see my family. I was afraid to take them down to Benin or straight to Isha.
You see?
You are just comparing everything. And let me tell you something. Many of us that even have property, do you know what they are doing? Why those things happen? The time we are old, our children did not even know our property at home. And they cannot, maybe after we have gone, they cannot even go to Benin City. This is my father's property. So Benin people have to think away. That time, they will take over everything. They have to think away. Let us make Edo State better. For we to take our children home, for them to know what we are doing. I come from this village. I'm from this place. This is the property I'm holding now. This is one of my property. They will know it. This is what they are doing to us. That's why they say pepper fruit. Apostle Alfred made that fruit. I hear it from Apostle Alfred. He said pepper fruit. When you plant pepper fruit, you don't eat out of the pepper fruit. He make on that parable. He said, what they call it, okra. Person that plant okra doesn't talk past the owner. They will bend it.
Yeah.
You can never talk past your owner. That's how they do to us. We can never grow past our elders. They have drove us away from home. The thing that drove us away from home, we are in Europe. Our children, there's no way they can even come home. Whether you have mansion upon mansion upon mansion, your children cannot take it. There's one they were showing us of one woman that was living in Europe. After he have grown, the children have grown. They went to the property have in Benin. So let me go and settle down at home. After the woman have died, the children they are in Europe, America, they started selling all the properties. They show it in Facebook.
Can you imagine?
They started selling everything, and the children cannot go to because they don't want to die. That's what they are doing to Father. Nigeria watch, you are never started. You are never started. You are not even reached center, sir.
Can you imagine?
If you really think back, what the people are planning against us in Europe, no. We will not be fighting against ourselves in Facebook.
We will not be talking about Ashawo. If he's carrying my wife, he fuck another person's wife. If those ones should stop. Let us find how those states will have peace. How we can join together now that those states will be okay. How we can do so that our children can be visiting home in holiday. When we are holiday fear, we go to Lagos, we go to other country. We don't go to our own state that we come from. Our children don't know ourselves. We are happy. We are fighting. That's why they make it that we'll be fighting against ourselves in a YouTube. They talk how they dress in party, how they shake hands in party, how he look on that person bonbon, how he toast one woman, have a stepmother, being what they call it, single mother, single father. Is this what we're supposed to be discussing in Facebook? We are not discussing what it is. That's why I like the programs. That's why I love the
program. We don't do that
here. Make us move forward. The thing that will make us move, the thing that will make, if I do people, please, they should stop this thing they are doing in Facebook. They should stop it. Let us do it. How we come together, that man, we banner for it. Please, let us come together. That our children we are having, some of them are 18 years, some of them are 20, some are 25. They don't know Edo State. They don't know where they come from. They don't know the village they come from. You know what they are doing to us? People should go and sleep and think away. And just people who want to listen, they should listen. Those people have turned our face away from home. And our children, if we don't take our children home now, so do you know what will go to happen? We don't even know where our children is going to marry tomorrow.
Can you imagine? This thing is actually affecting our future, our future generation. Eh?
Yes. They will not even know where they come from. They only know, say, my daddy was telling me I'm from Edo State, but I don't even know the state. I don't even know. They say I'm from Nigeria. We're from Nigeria. They say it's Edo State. We're in Edo State. They say I'm from AUG, but I don't even know the place. My daddy was just telling. I only know the story. I don't even know the route to that place. I don't even know my family. I don't even know my grandfather, those my immediate step-brothers. I don't know any of them. So that's the story. That's what they are planning for us. Those children cannot go. The only people I only hear my daddy said, my mommy said, I was from this place. I was from Nigeria. The time even we travel, we only stop in Lagos, but I didn't go to where my father was born and where my mother was born. Stop. Edo people, let us go together. All those saga you are doing in Facebook, we have to stop it. Please. We have to stop it. Let us discuss things. Anything people discuss, people will join. If you are talking the good things of Edo, look Nigeria watch. He get viewers every day because he's doing the right thing. Edo people, please let us come together. This Nigeria watch have said something that one they have planned for so many years. We have to break it this time. We have to break it. This our generation for our children not to inherit it again. Please, we have to break it. We have to break it. We have to break. The time of fear has come. We have to break it. Nigeria Watch, thank you very much for everything you are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very much.
I appreciate you.
Very much,
thank you, sir.
Let's
talk to someone else.
Sir, please, I know they are threatening you. Please don't change your way. You said something, whether you say the truth or that one day we must surely die. And everybody must surely die.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from?
Oh, okay. I called before, so I got your message. So I wanted to talk to you privately.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'll call you back. I'm on live, madam.
Okay, please.
Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Please turn down your system. Hello?
Yeah, how's everything, my brother Nanja was?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
This is Ophad. I'm calling again from Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
So I thank you very much, my brother, for everything. So you see, our major problem that we're having in Edo State is we can always talk to the governor the way we like, right?
Yeah.
So which is the one part of the one part of who's leading us in Edo State. The other part we must not forget is our traditional leaders, right?
Yeah.
So if we be talking to the governor which is the number one man constituted, right? So why can't we talk to our traditional leaders? Because when you look at it right now, that's where our problem is coming from. The major problems we are having in Edo State is coming from our traditional leaders. So if you are our leader,
please put it right. Some of our traditional leaders, some.
Yes, some of them.
Yeah.
And even a lot of them. So it is time for us to be holding our leaders accountable. If you guys do something right, we're gonna thank you guys. But if you do something wrong, we are supposed to be able to talk. But in Edo State, in my place, we cannot speak. Everybody is scared.
Yeah.
Because when you speak, they want to hurt you. But that time is gone. We have to come together, especially the youth, and stand up for our rights. Because what they are doing right now, if we don't stand up for our rights, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. Imagine they are sending people to different villages that they are not from to start selling their lands. Is that okay?
It's not okay.
And when people speak, they want to kill them. This guy in Okhoromi is not the only person doing that. I heard somebody called just now and he was saying that Frankie Rabo and the other guy, what's his name, Roland. They are selling lands everywhere. So it's a bad time for the youth to stand up and stop those people. You are not from a community, you are not allowed to come in here. Then let the thing go to the government. Let's see. Because enough is enough of all this nonsense.
Thank you, sir.
Even if a father that gives birth to a child, that child can speak to his father. That if what that child is speaking is right, then we will listen. But in Nigeria, in my place, in Edo State, no, we are not allowed to have our opinion. How is that state going to move forward? There are two captains in the ship. The governor is doing this, the other people are doing this. So how are we going to go forward? The thing will be affecting us.
And it's really affecting every one of us. It's affecting everybody.
Yeah. Yes, even if you live in abroad and you are from Edo State, it's still going to affect you. Because one day you're going to save money and say, okay, let me go do something for my mom or for my people over there or for yourself. Which they are going to make it so complicated. I know a lot of people that have bought land over 5 times, the same thing repeating themselves, and we can't do anything. So we have to start speaking the truth. If we all want Edo to be a better place, let everybody start speaking the truth. Because we Edo people, we are so complicated. You know, when governors will stand for, okay, if governor, for example, now say, okay, let me take action, the same Edo people will start complaining. The same Edo people will start complaining. So we have to stop that. When you see somebody speaking the truth, let the rest people stand up and back that person. Then, okay, they cannot kill everybody. Because what they are doing doesn't make sense. We have to be able to hold them accountable. If we cannot hold our leaders accountable, we are not going nowhere. I believe when Obaseki does something wrong, everybody will jump on him. Oh, governor, they will even start to insult him. I'm not telling anybody to go and start insulting our traditional leaders. No. Then we have to be able to have our opinion, for God's sake.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The thing is so irritating.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dad. Watch.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
My brother. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, my people. I'm switching everybody right now. We are live in another channel and another topic because we have a live broadcast from our brother Comrade Stanley Holding. As I'm just ending this, just refresh. I'm on live again. I'm already live. Okay, I'm already live. This is not like you're going to be waiting for me. We are ending this right now. Join me on the next broadcast right away, straight away, not to miss out on what our brother is talking about right now because he's on a live interview. I want us to do that on a different broadcast, not to miss it with this. Okay? All right. I'm ending this one right now, like I stated before. Thank you very much, my good people. Please join us right now. Right now, we're already live on the other one. Bye for now.